listeners. I'm Whisper Jack. Tonight, our tale begins at Whitney Young Magnet High School, in a classroom you might think is safe. A computer lab full of windows, glowing screens, and the quiet hum of machines. But even in a room designed for learning, some lessons are deadly. Ms. Franco, computer science teacher, stays late. She's debugging a JavaScript program, explaining algorithms, sequencing, and conditionals to her students in her mind, even though the classroom is empty. The computers are making a hum. You hear faint typing and wind whistling against windows. The lab is full of windows. Outside, the night presses against the glass. Inside, the computers flicker. Ms. Franco writes a loop on the screen. For let I 0, I, students, length, I++, check homework, students, I. She smiles at the logic until the lights flicker. The loop repeats itself without her command. On the screen, her students' names begin appearing, but some she doesn't recognize. She hears soft whispering like data streams coming to life. It starts subtly. Conditional statements she typed. If, door locked. Alert. Check hall. Trigger alarms she never coded. The blinds rattle. Outside, the wind seems to respond to her code, almost as if the building itself executes her program, line by line. Against her, Ms. Franco, softly, nervously says, "This can't be right." The windows reflect something she hadn't noticed before. Shadows moving across the glass, synchronized, like iterations of her own code. She tries to run a debug function, while safe / attempt escape. Her attempts fail. Each iteration loops her back to the same row of monitors, the same shadows. The monitors begin to flicker. Keyboards are tapping on their own. Then she notices the outputs on the monitors. If you stay, else you pay. And loop. A simple conditional, now horrifyingly literal. She runs a selection statement in her mind, trying to anticipate the next move. If shadow approaches. Else there. But the shadows don't obey logic. They rewrite her program, line by line, closing exits across the hallways and the library. She hears footsteps, windows rattle, wind intensifies. Her only hope is the lab's door, but each time she reaches it, the window's reflections distort, showing dozens of her own selves trapped in loops, coding endlessly, echoing forever in the algorithms of the night. She types furiously, function survive, while true, try escape. The cursor blinks, and suddenly, the monitor displays only error, human not found. She can feel her heartbeat, hear static, and a low whisper of JavaScript terms. Some nights, algorithms run smoothly. Some nights, they run themselves. And some write the code for your doom. And there we leave Ms. Franco, trapped in her own computer lab, surrounded by windows, monitors glowing, loops and conditionals rewriting reality. Will she debug her way out, or become a permanent line in the infinite program of Whitney Young?